Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Sunday. Ruby 1 returns in the midst of North Cemetery, Sturbridge, Mass. I was just scouting around. I don't remember if I seen this one the last time, but this Evelina died at 3 days. Poor little girl. It's a harp. Right there says whoever, possibly Sanford and Company. Wally, is that what it says? Georgie, 13 days. It's nuts. That's gonna be it. The hard thing to raise a baby also in the 1800s. Speculation does arise on human sacrifice, but that one has the harp. It doesn't have the Illuminati flame, so to speak, like this one. But no matter what, it holds sun god symbology. Speculation's still a factor. Now, as you go back towards way down there, I think there's water. That's where the pond is, and there's an entrance way down on the back of that side, a driveway that this is like a big Y. If you go down that street or down this one, they meet in the middle. Now, I've done this whole section pretty much. We're gonna go further deeper into this area, but a Massa child. Look at the Leviathan type leaves right there at the bottom. Interesting design. This is more an octagon. Alfonso child. Clarinda child. Died a year old. Another year old child. Annie child. Older. Yarn with an Illuminati flame. Died in Anderson Yale Prison, August 20th, 1864. A member of Massachusetts Cavalry. What would that be all about? I want to know now. Alfonso child. Huh. Department Post 173, Carl, Mass. And then around the star, there's some symbology the whole way around. F. What is that? Looks like an anchor, CL. And then over there's a symbology on the left. And in each little top part of the star, there's a star. Receiver Gifford. So that's the early 1800s we're looking at here. Look at that mammoth of a obelisk. Recently done over too. Weld. We're going further this way though. Yeah, I found 2 sycamore trees in Uxbridge over near a graveyard on Pleasant Street. That's in somebody's yard. Block up or so, there's 2 sycamore trees. There ain't too many of them left. I did a video on one in Dudley. Them are the only other 2 I know of, and then a guy that told me what it was who found one of the biggest ones. I think it was near Boston somewhere in the inner city. The biggest sycamore tree supposedly in Mass, Burgess. John Congdon. It's a strange headstones. It's almost like it was set up for an obelisk and then they didn't. That's a dog. Someone must be over there walking their dog. Keach. Never heard that name before. 170 car. Now who's this? Way deep in the left corner. Is this thing a huge mound going up back up into those woods over there? There's mound type qualities over here. No doubt about it. 1869. Festus White, Linda Marsh. 80 and 65 and 73. White. This one's definitely showing its age. It's weird how they don't want to scrape that off. I don't understand why you wouldn't want to keep it nice. It's like 13 years, 5 years. The first one, the second one, we're gonna have to $17 days, 5 months, 14 days. That one looks like 17 years, 89 and 86. So there's dead. You know, it's so odd to just see dead children. I just want to take a peek over this just to see how it blends into the land down there. Interesting. There's a wall going around the whole thing. This is a huge mound. That's a sacred old wall. I believe to protect the sacred area. See it down there? It's a perimeter wall. This is a huge mound in my opinion. One of my other theories is I believe these graveyards were built over old mound builders' mounds, Indian mounds. Let's look through there again and see how the perimeter wall is down there. See it? Interesting. I think we're on flat land, but we're actually on the top of a mound. BJ Stone. This is an interesting one. It's about a 10-footer. It's got the wreath going around the urn with the flame. 35 years asleep in Jesus. Chester Stone, 94. Henry, 49. There's a crack in it right there. All these people lived a pretty good life. Face that way. West is to the sun's right there. It's going to go down towards that way. West is pretty much the way we're looking. Children. I want to scour the perimeter. I'm interested in the mound factor of this. Children, more children. 4 months. Lucy Johnson. Why would she be put over there? What are those little pink flags? Interesting. Let's take a look at this. What are the pink flags? Look at this stone. The grain on it looks like wood. It says LB. Jacob Johnson. That one's been repaired. The dyed has like the emboss. It's different spelling, different style etching. Cox. Maggie Nichols. Near, my God. Beto. David Clarence. Frederick Curfew. Leviathan Leafs. Monroe. Minnie Alice Weeks. Charles Monroe. The top of that has the snakehead appeal. Them look like horns. The way right here, if you see what I'm talking about, on each side. Interesting. Then the beads connecting them. Augusta Snell. More military men to thank. The weather out here is great. Yesterday was a perfect day. Today's decent. It's a little hotter, but it's more humid. Yesterday had like a cooler wind in the air. This is a nice one. Been done over. We're going more into the later 1800s over here. I couldn't tell you what the oldest gravestone in here is. I could maybe find out through the History Commission. Look at them little Leviathan leaves. Owl-esque looking. Something different at the top of that one. These been done over as well. They look good. Well kept over here. Look like someone did some graveyard bashing. I don't know how you can't regret that at this point. Mary Pease. Jonathan Sykes. I'm gonna linger into this corner. Look at this one. Frederick Prouty, 24. Wow. You gotta put some effort into something like that to break that. 87 and 65. What did it say? 78. Jacob Morse. This one definitely has a cool look to it. You could like do a movie in this graveyard. I see how it goes down now. We're on a huge top of a mound, in my opinion. 6 years, Sophia. Interesting obelisk. 3 years, 10 months. 83 years, so Jacob 50, 8 years. See in the distance, we're at the maintenance house, and then we're gonna start with Hyde next. I'll see you soon.